I'm fixing it. I'm filming it.
Well, hello everyone. Well, I don't know if you remember, but a while back I had a complete brake failure on this 2006 Silverado, and I was lucky to get it home, and it was a complete failure because I really had no brakes. The lines on this model of Chev are on the outside of the frame, not the inside of the frame. So on the outside of the frame, over the years it got nothing but winter salt, and it basically rusted those lines. And when I hit the brakes one time in an emergency, it broke two of those lines. Obviously one to the front set of the brakes and one to the rear. So I was using my parking brake getting home. So I have since replaced all of the lines, and I also did some work on the ABS module. These trucks are famous for having a cold solder joint, so I'll put a link in the description on how to fix that. Okay, after I got all the lines replaced and my ABS module put back together, of course there was a lot of air in the lines because they were all brand new, so I had someone help me pump the brakes, and while I got most of the air out, I still feel my brakes are spongy. And after a lot of research, I found out that you actually got to do some bleeding at the ABS module, and the only way to do that is on an OBD scanner. And I did have another launch model, a 129X, but it did not have that feature. So I upgraded to this, and this is the 909X, and I got it, September the 20th, 2021, and I think it was about $700 Canadian. So it was kind of pricey. My other one was about $300, but this has got a lot more features on it. So this will be the first time I do ABS bleeding with my launch 909X, and let's see how that goes. So of course, let's plug her in. I got to turn the truck on but engine off. So let's get this plugged into the port. There we go, plugged into the port. There we go. Truck is on, but engine is off. Now it's going through the serial number and that. Let's see if it finds this truck. Yeah, it did. So I guess you'll probably want to go through some codes in that. Automatic transfer case, yes. Now, of course, as soon as you plug this model of this launch in, it wants to go through auto detect and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just letting it do its thing. You will have your drum brakes. Well, that's my codes now, and I shouldn't have anything. That's on the amplifier hose. I did have that on my previous launch. See, you changed it. I didn't have that. Shine, yeah, I got to see the shine. Not quite, okay. I was just going through my radio stuff. That is really, who cares? I already have a radio on anyways. Driver door module. Driver seat module. Yeah, I was going through a lot more tests than my 129S. You can instrument panel cluster? Wow. No, that's the radio. Yeah, she goes to the radio. Rear seat audio, oh my lord. This thing's obsessed with radio. I have that something there, okay. Vehicle communication interface module. Vehicle theft deterrent. I have an aftermarket alarm, so I'm going to scan that. It's looking for it. Anti-lock brakes, that's what I got. Won't fall, but it's spongy. I'm pretty sure it is. Tire pressure monitor, yeah, wow. It's going through a lot of stuff my other one did not do. Okay, so let's get out of this. Let's go back to home. And I want to go to brake reset. Nope. That is for when you are working on a rear brake and a vehicle is equipped with electronic brake. You have to press that so you can expand it, the rear brake, the emergency brake, and then you can change the brake pads, and then that's what that does. But we want the ABS bleeding right here. Okay, so looks like I gotta look for my vehicle. General Motors. Let's go function introduction. What's that do? When ABS contains air, the ABS bleeding must be performed to bleed the brakes. If the ABS computer fails, okay. So let's select General Motors. Switch ignition on, yes. If the first bit of the VIN is an L letter, please select path Chinese car. Press OK, enter GM software, press cancel. So is the first letter L? Let me look. No, thank God, it's not Chinese. Okay. Press OK to enter GM software. Manually select via model. Light duty truck. Chevrolet truck. There you go. This is going a little bit better. This is a Silverado. 2006. That went a lot easier. Okay, I've got no codes. Well, why did it bounce me out? Diagnostic trouble codes are set. Clear diagnostic trouble codes before testing. Now, I don't know if I have any. Well, what the heck? Well, it says I've got some diagnostic codes here. Are there any codes in here? No, there's no ABS. Anti-lock braking. No count, no nothing. So why does it say I got codes? No trouble code, okay. Okay, so I do have some codes in here. This is probably when everything went haywire. So clear fault code. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, so let me go back in there and make sure there's no codes. There you go, all done. Okay, so let's get out of here. Okay, we've got no codes now. It's totally done. Now let's go to reset. ABS bleeding. Try this again. So that was an old code, and yet it still wouldn't do anything. Okay, so we know it's a GM. Ignition on. Okay, I'm going to manually select it because that worked out a lot better. Chevrolet truck. Silverado, 2006. And this is where we were getting that other error. Check fluid level. Check. Set parking brake. Okay, got that done. Place transmission in park neutral. It's in park. Release brake pedal. Apply brake pedal and hold to activate test. Yeah, wow. I'm holding it. Pretty hard to tell, isn't it? Let me start it. I'll know right away once I put the brakes on. Actually, I can't tell. Let's go for a test drive. That was pretty neat how it pulsed that pedal there. Yeah, you know what? It did the trick. Feels a lot better. Well, my conclusion, it really did work. Yeah, it was pretty neat how, but yeah, it definitely did it. Did the trick. So I'm impressed. That's the first time I've ever done ABS bleeding that way. Now, obviously, I don't think it's meant to do the whole lines like when I replace the lines. You probably got to still do it manually. Have someone out here push the brake and go to the furthest corner and work your way in. But yeah, it was a pretty neat test, and I'm kind of glad I bought this. It does a lot of other new things in my old 129. So quite impressed with the 909X. So, well, good luck everyone on your repairs.